Good evening, or good morning.
The moment police in West London caught up with killer Lee Byer.
Okay. Can you just confirm your name for me, please, sir?
Mr. Byer.
Mr. Byer.
This is just 2 days after Lee Byer brutally stabbed to death frail and defenceless pensioner Thomas O'Halloran. The 87-year-old, originally from County Clare in Ireland, was a popular figure in the West London borough of Greenford, often seen out busking on his mobility scooter, raising money for charity. His killer was a career criminal, with a string of convictions dating back decades. This is Lee Byer, just hours before the frenzied knife attack, buying a pair of distinctive trainers. They're clearly visible in this later CCTV as Byer heads off, armed with a knife, looking for a victim. Thomas O'Halloran had been out shopping for groceries shortly before the attack, seen here purchasing milk and other items. This is just 15 minutes before he'd come face to face with his killer. Other security camera images show the pensioner driving alongside of the busy A40 in Greenford, heading towards an underpass he regularly used to get home. This is Lee Byer, heading down into that same underpass. Just moments later, having stabbed his elderly victim multiple times in the neck, chest and abdomen, another camera captures him hurrying through the tunnel, the knife still clearly visible in his right hand. As Thomas O'Halloran was found fatally injured by a passerby on the other side of the road, Byer can be seen dumping part of the weapon in a nearby drain. The handle of that knife was recovered later, and forensics found traces of the pensioner's blood on it. Byer, who'd just been released from prison 5 days before the attack, denied any involvement when arrested.
I was in prison.
Anything you do say.
I was in prison.
The Old Bailey heard that Lee Byer had once headed a notorious robbery gang, responsible for a string of violent jewellery robberies across the capital.
No comment.
He's a very dangerous man. This was a random attack on an elderly gentleman on a mobility scooter. There was nothing that we could find, and there's no excuse actually to provoke that level of reaction that Lee Byer did on that day.
Having obtained psychiatric assessments of the defendant, prosecutors accepted a plea of manslaughter due to diminished responsibility. He was, the court heard, a paranoid schizophrenic, frequently hearing voices and suffering from paranoid delusions. However, Thomas O'Halloran's family have expressed their deep frustration at that decision and believe the pensioner's killer, a lifelong criminal, should have been convicted of murder. Tom Fredericks, GB News.
Lovely. Well done, Tom.